Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today we get to play around with the Makeup Geek rebranded eyeshadows. You guys, I'm so excited. There was different levels to the whole Makeup Geek rebrand. So not everything on the website is completely rebranded, but I did get most of the eyeshadows with the makeup palettes and all that stuff. I'll get into all those juicy details in the video, but before we get into the video, please don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell to get notified every time I upload a new video, or as often as you'd like to be reminded about my videos. Please don't forget to share my videos with your friends and family. But if you're interested in all the Makeup Geek goodies, please stay tuned. Okay guys, so my package literally got here like minutes before I started filming this. I did go ahead and rip it open. I wasn't going to show everything in the pack, but I just wanted to let you know this little detail because I wasn't expecting it to come like this, but I just want to show you really quick what to expect your items to come in looking like. So you have all the shadows here. I did get some highlights. I did get some palettes. These are magnetic palettes. Again, I will go into all of that. I just wanted to show you. So do not expect the eyeshadows to come in the palettes. I wasn't expecting that. Nothing wrong with that. Maybe it's for safety, making sure they get here safe and everything. I'm not sure. I'm going to go ahead and fill in all my eyeshadows into the palettes, and then I will come back and I will show you what the palettes look like. Well, the eyeshadows, the palette that I create, so on and so forth. You know what I mean. I'll be right back. Okay everyone, so I'm back. I fixed most of my eyeshadows. I just wanted to show you really quickly how easy it is to do. So the shadows will come like this, depending on how many you get. We're going to get into all of those details in just a second. So you just pop it out, and then you have your magnetic palette, and you just simply drop it in. And that's it. And they will not fall out. It's like really strong. So let's get into a little bit of how the palettes look like if you were to get all the shadows. I did see in a comment that Marlena said that there is 4 new shadows or reformulated shadows that aren't included in this bundle. So I did get the Mega Matrix bundles, and they do look like this. And you will have to excuse the little scratches my nails really got in there. So besides the shadow, I did get the single pan highlights. Excuse this one, I totally scratched it up. I thought they were all going to fit, so I do have that one and this one outside of the palette, but they didn't fit, so I will probably be getting another palette because I also have 2 pigments. If you guys remember, I have used these pigments here before my videos. Well, they came out with a black one and a white one, and I'm so excited about that. So I'm hoping to get another big palette and then fitting all of these in there with the extra highlights. Now, I've also used in the past a blush palette that I kind of put together with a little bit of a setting powder, but that is all the shadows and the highlights that I got. I got a couple lip products, and if you were like one of the first 150 or something like that to order, you also got a free sponge. So thank you guys for that. But I think what I'm going to do is start putting on my makeup, and while I'm putting it on, I want to give you some good information about all of this stuff. A little bit more behind why they are more focused on this kind of a palette or building palette and single shadows and magnetic palettes and all that stuff. And that way you can see how the eyeshadows are performing on my skin. I will obviously not use all the eyeshadows, but I will swatch a few for you guys as well, and I will link Makeup Geek's website down below. Let's get into actually applying the makeup. Okay, you guys, so I have you zoomed in. I have my makeup ready to go. I went ahead and I primed, I set my eyes. So this video will mostly be me doing my eyes because there is a lot of information that I want to give you guys, and so I don't want to have to like skip through a bunch of makeup and make this video super long. So hang tight. If there's something that I have on my face that you're interested in knowing, let me know down below in the comments and I'll let you know exactly what I'm using. So going in with the color Had Me at Yellow. We're going to go ahead and use this as our transition shade, and I'm just popping that on with an M504. I was really excited to hear Makeup Geek say that they were going to rebrand. I definitely felt like they never had bad products or anything like that. I think it was all just, I mean, I feel like Makeup Geek was one of the first like YouTube influential brands. Obviously, it's not just people on YouTube that use the makeup, but you guys know what I mean. It was like not that many people had their own brands and things like that. So it's always nice to give things a refresher. So that's why I was super excited about it. And then once I saw the palettes, I was like, God, yes. I am a sucker for aesthetically pleasing things. And when I saw the palettes, I was like, that is literally mostly every color that you would probably ever need realistically in everyday life. What was even more pleasing was knowing that everything is reusable. You can switch things out, you can take things out. Even though this one is a big palette, you don't have to fill it up with eyeshadows if you barely use them. You can put a few shadows, you can put blush, you can put bronzer, you can put highlight. You can basically build your everyday palette. And I know that to a lot of people, it's kind of maybe, I don't want to say boring, but maybe let's just go with that. To a lot of people, it's boring, but realistically, most people are just not going out here and popping on lime green shadows or bright pink shadows. Most people like certain looks, even if they do like those bright colors. And so this is like the perfect way to kind of like build it while keeping everything compact. Coming from somebody that has a lot of makeup, let me just tell you that even though it's fun and even though it's an investment, you guys, it gets crazy. Therefore, it's nice for like regular normal people, not crazies like me, to just go in there and kind of have it all in one place. You know what I mean? So it's like, I know that a lot of people don't have a designated room or even a space or even a desk or a vanity where they can keep all their makeup. So the fact that they came up with this sustainable system is something that is, I don't know, kind of great. And I don't know about you guys, but it also makes me excited because I think that these are, if you wanted to go in and get the whole matrix system, I mean, these palettes are so thin and compact. Like, you could easily travel with these. And that makes me feel more secure because sometimes you're traveling and you want to take palettes, but you're like, oh, that color that I like is in this palette and the other color that I need is in that palette. And at the end of the day, you end up taking 3, 4, 5 palettes if you're crazy like me. And then in the end, you might not use them all, or you might end up needing something else, another shade, something like that. And so it's just really nice that they are focusing more on longevity, you know, having makeup that will sustain you and that you will actually use every day. And I can tell you right now, just with the 2 shades that I've used, there's been very little fallout. I don't know if you can see that. There's like barely anything right there, which is always nice. So going into pricing, I know that things sound expensive and they are expensive, but let's break down a little bit the pricing. So the pricing for single shadows from Makeup Geek is anywhere from $5.49 to about $7.99, I believe. If I'm wrong, somebody can correct me down below, but I believe more or less that is their pricing for the single shadows. So you can get all of these and all of these in one bundle, or you could buy them separate. So I went ahead and I got the bundle that is $219.99 for both of them, and that sounds like a lot. It is a lot of money, but if you took the price of the palettes that I purchased and you went in and you divided it into how many shadows you're getting and everything, you are paying about $3.80 per shadow, which is so cheap compared to what other brands sell their single shadows for. So even though I think that is a good deal, I know that to some people that is still very pricey, and it's totally understandable. So what Makeup Geek did was they went in and they curated 9-pan palettes. I believe they also have 4-pan palettes, but you can even go in to their website and create your own palette. You just go down here, click on the shade you want, add it to the palette, and it will basically build the whole palette for you, and you will be able to see the layout and everything right here. So it's that simple to go in and create your palette. Now they also have the mini ones that I was talking about, which is 4 shades. They have some that are already created for you, which is pretty amazing as well. Now they also have empty palettes, so you can come in here and you can pick an empty palette. They have like the big one, they have like the metal one, they have a 4-pan one, and you can just buy your shadows separate, put them in yourself. You can do that as well. So they really did try to meet everybody's needs and budgets, so that is something that I appreciate, because most of the time when you go in to buy a palette, you can't really build your own, you can't really move the eyeshadows around or anything like that. So it's very customizable, and again, very much sustainable to you and what it is that your style is, or your go-tos, or anything like that. You guys, I'm so excited to get into this shade. This is Illuminati. I want to say that right, but oh my gosh, it's gorgeous. I'm excited. Okay, getting back to the information. Something else that really attracted me to the palettes and that got me excited to the Makeup Geek rebrand and all of that was that they really took into consideration not only the fact that we all have different wants and needs, but also the fact that we are all different skin tones, and not only are we different skin tones, we're all different undertones, and that is something that this system is also focused on. So they really did focus on cool tones, warm tones, neutral tones, every tone that you can think of. I feel like they literally covered it in these formulas. And again, that's something that you can't find in a lot of palettes if you were to get the palettes, or in even a lot of websites. You can't really go to a lot of makeup websites and say, okay, I'm cool toned, I need this cool tone shade. So as promised, I'm going to go in and I'm going to swatch some of these. I'm going to swatch some of the foils for you guys first. These are literally everything, you guys. And these are some of the matte shades. You guys, like, the pigmentation, I cannot. Okay, you guys, so I went ahead and I finished up the rest of my makeup. For those of you that have been watching me for a minute, you know that I did a review on magnetic lashes. I did try on the other style, but this one is the second style. I'll link the video down below for those of you that are interested and want to check it out. But I wanted to go ahead and pop them on for a look for you guys, and I just kept forgetting because I did the other ones twice. Anyway, different video, different topic. So I did want to go ahead and swatch these 2 lip products for you. This one is the Healing Lip Gloss, and this one is a Cream Stain. And I did use both of those today. I just lined my lip with the Alamar Cosmetics lip liner, and then I popped this in the center and this right on top. I did grab a 3rd lip product, but I'm going to hold off. This is the iconic lipstick in the shade Saucy. It is a red lipstick, natural finish, I'm pretty sure. But I think I have a second one back there. So if I have 2, I'm going to go ahead and save that one for a giveaway, so I'm not going to swatch that one. So I did use the highlights as well, and honestly, I love them. I hadn't tried them out, and I didn't even know that they had like a full range of highlights. I also went in with their blushes. Now their blushes, I don't know if they're still available on the website. I will let you know here, and I will leave everything in the description below as well. So as far as the 2 palettes or single shadows or whatever it is that you would like to call them, because again, you can buy them in single shadow form. You can create your own palette. Like I said, you can mix in some blushes, you can mix in some highlight. You don't need all of these shades unless you want them. But if you wanted to just get, like, let's say the row of the pink, you just get the row of the pink, get yourself your highlights and your blush that fit your skin tone or whatever it is that you like to use, and you have one palette to travel with, to have for every day. Easy, compact, in one place. Also, another reason that I really think that this is just such a good idea is, and it might be something that Makeup Geek has already talked about, I'm not exactly sure, I didn't see anything about it. A lot of the information that I'm giving you guys is just random things that I've seen here and there, tweets that Madalena has posted, things like that. But if you just take any 4 shadows, like here, 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 anything like that, you can see that you can create a full look with just those 4 shadows. Again, in some areas you might need a little bit more of a lighter transition. And another reason that I really do love this idea, these palettes that they put together, the metric system that they put together, I don't even know what that means, I'm not even gonna lie. It might be something that Makeup Geek has talked about, Madalena has talked about, I'm not exactly sure, but if you take any of these quads, it is its own color story. I can't even block it out for you guys. But just any 4 shades, like if you look at them, they are a color story that goes together, that matches. You can literally make so many palettes, so many combinations with these shades right here and right here. You guys, I think it's just something so simple that we just don't think about because we get caught up with the beautiful shades and all the packaging and all that, and that's all great, and I'm a sucker for all of that. But to even just say like, okay, I'm gonna invest in even just one of these, like the possibilities that each of these have is like, it's just out of this world. You just don't think about it, and so it's just so interesting to see and have it here in person and see that you could literally create so many looks, so many palettes. Also, I'm sorry if this edit's a little funny, if the full eye look isn't there. I will make sure that I will pop in exactly what shades I'm using on the screen. I'm a huge fan of doing that because sometimes you don't realize that you didn't say something or that you messed something up, and I just want to make sure that I'm giving you guys the most accurate information that I can give you guys. But yeah, guys, it was just more important for me to give you guys the information while not just sitting here talking at you. But if you have any other questions or anything else, you can ask me down below. You can check out Makeup Geek's website. I'm just super excited to see what else they come out with. But yeah, guys, so I'm gonna let you go, and I hope that you enjoyed it, and I hope that you found it informative, and I will see you guys in my next one. Adios!